Hey everyone, my name is Kate McAlpin, and today we are going to be resetting the nervous system in this lovely soothing practice. So we're going to lower cortisol, and it'll be really great to do before bedtime. If everyone comes to standing, then we will come with our feet slightly wider than hip distance apart, forward facing feet. So we're going to stretch the vagus nerve. So hollowing out the armpits, we're going to interlock the fingers, peel the elbows out to the sides of the room and tuck the chin ever so slightly. And just landing into this space, breathing deeply in and out through the nose and filling the belly with every inhale. Belly expands like a balloon. And as you breathe in, you're going to lift the palms up to the sky. Stretch long and take one last long deep breath in. So reach longer. Hold that breath and peel up the pelvic floor. You're going to come to one side, bringing the heel up on that side and press the air away on the other, stretching through the side body. And exhaling the breath completely, navel to spine, twist through. And then inhale, back up to center, lift, lengthen, breathe in. Long deep breath. Hold that breath at the top. Peel up the pelvic floor, squeeze it and hold. And then as you exhale, twist to the other side, coming up onto that other set of toes. Push the air away, stretch the side body. And empty your lungs. Breathe it back. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Last time. Holding, squeezing, lifting, retaining the breath. And then as you exhale, let your arms float to the sides of your body. Coming to the back then, interlocking the fingers. You're going to roll the shoulders back and down, lift up through the front of the body, lift the heart. Breathe in, a little back bend. And then as you exhale, hinge at the hips, folding over your legs. Bend your knees quite deeply here. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And just roll your arms as far overhead as possible. And then straightening the legs a little, you're going to take your hands to your shins, halfway lift, long back. Long neck. Your neck is an extension of your spine, and draw your shoulders away from your ears. Drawing up the pelvic floor. Squeeze navel to spine, just like a tabletop. And as you exhale, then just fold over your legs, relax forward like a rag doll. Be soft and floppy, just like a little wet noodle on a fork. Halfway lift, inhaling up. Long deep breaths. And then as you exhale, fold it forward, relax. Soften everything. Just using as little muscular tension to stay standing. Relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Last time, breathe it up. Inhale. Lengthen the back. Stick out the glutes. Lengthen the neck. And then just coming then to a little squat. You're going to take the feet slightly wider, toes facing out. Dropping the hips. And you could take a little block under each heel if you need to, or else use the back of the wall so you don't fall back. So just settle in here into your own squat, whatever that means for your body. You're going to take your elbows to the sides of the knee if you're this low, otherwise just stay here. So we're going to take the elbows in, press the knees away, settle in a little bit more, press the palms, lift the heart, and just breathe here. And then coming onto your seat, you might like to take a little block or a cushion under your butt. Just coming into a cross-legged position. You're going to come to a little seat here with a nice straight spine. So if you find that you're cowed forward and your spine doesn't want to sit up straight, then I would recommend stacking a few blocks or getting a nice deep cushion just to elevate the heart, find that root line through the sit bones. And then we're going to start with a little breathing meditation. So this was really just to help reset the nervous system. So this whole class is about breath work, stretching the vagus nerve, and releasing serotonin and lowering cortisol. So we're going to start with golden thread breath. So if you want to just take your hands onto your knees, sit up nice and tall, closing the eyes down. We're just going to relax here with a nice, soft, easy exhale. So breathing in through the nose. Squeeze the shoulders right up to the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the breath. And then as you exhale through the mouth, let it go. Breathing in through the nose. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Hold and squeeze. And relax. Squeeze it up one last time. Breathe it in. Hold the breath. And exhale, release. Okay, so we're going to breathe in through the nose for this practice. Golden thread breath is a long, slow, deep exhale. So we're going to be using a little O-shaped pucker lips. So it's breath in through the nose, nice full belly. Belly expands like a balloon. As you breathe in, chest rises, but only after the belly rises. So belly, ribs expand, and then the chest. 360 degrees of breathing. So breathe it in deep down into the belly. The ribs expand, and then the chest rises. And then as you exhale, hold that breath for just a few seconds before exhaling O-shaped lips, lengthening the breath. And at the end of that exhale, squeeze your navel towards your spine, empty the lungs completely, and then just breathe again. So moving at your own, your own speed. Long, slow, deep breaths, holding at the top of the inhale, lengthening the breath as long and slow and deep as you can. Exhale, O-shaped lips. And just closing the eyes down, full deep breaths, nice and slow, no rush. Holding at the top of the inhale for just a few seconds before releasing the breath, long, slow, and deep. And just breathing anything that's not helpful, anything not serving you out through the breath. Full deep inhales, breathe it in, expanding into the belly, holding at the top. Exhale, release, long, slow, deep exhale. Squeezing the navel towards the spine, empty the lungs completely. Last round of breath. Holding before exhaling. Squeeze out all the air, empty the lungs. And then just come then to take your hands onto your shins. We're going to stretch the vagus nerve. It's accessible through the front of the body. And we're going to be stretching the spinal nerves. So coming forward as you reach, relax the shoulders. This is your inhale. Lifting the chin, box breathing. This means that it's a balanced breath. So equal breath in, hold the breath. And then as you exhale, let the exhale trigger the movement, slump through the spine, tuck the chin towards your chest, and stretch the spinal nerves, holding again at the end of that exhale for as long as is comfortable for your lung capacity. So moving at your own speed, nice and slow, landing into the space. Relax the shoulders. Breathe in, lifting the chin, hold the breath. Whenever you need to breathe again, tuck the chin, curl through the spine, stretching the spinal nerves and emptying the lungs. And being careful not to rush this, so the breath is as long, slow, and deep as possible. Invitation to close the eyes down, to bring your awareness inside the body. And sending messages of peace and calm as you move and breathe in this way. Sending messages from the body to the brain via the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is literally a superhighway of information. Long, slow, deep breaths. Go to your edge. Pausing at the top and at the bottom of every inhale, every exhale. Using the pause to hold and stretch for a little longer. Strengthening the lungs. Releasing the spine and the hips. Soothing the mind with a rocking motion. Eyes closed. Just gift yourself this time. Being careful not to rush. And then just resting in the middle. Take a little moment. Notice how you feel. Check it out. Normal breathing. And then just take your hands out to the sides. So this, we've been moving the spine in one particular direction. So we're going to take it to the side this time. So just letting your elbow bend, stretch through this side body. And this is your exhale. So again, box breathing, lifting up on your inhale, lengthening the spine, axle extension, as if somebody's peeling you up into the space just above your head on a little puppet string. And as you need to breathe and let the breath trigger the movement, slide to the other side, exhale, stretch, hold at the end of that exhale. And then breathe it up. Inhale, lift and lengthen, hold at the top. Eyes closed, third eye gaze. Draw your attention to the point between your eyebrows. Pausing and holding. And then slide it out, other side. Breathe long, slow, deep breaths. Lifting, lengthening, pausing and holding, retaining the breath, retaining the mind. And let the breath trigger that exhale to slide, emptying the lungs, stretching the side body. Take your time, lift and lengthen, inhale. Hold at the top, reach into the space above the head. And relax, other side. Last cycle of breath, lift and lengthen, inhale to the center. Hold that breath, reach and hold, squeeze pelvic floor up. Last time, slide it out, other side. Okay, and then just coming into the center, we're going to move to the hips then. So if you want to come onto your hands and knees, just bringing yourself into a nice, stable tabletop position. So hands are spread, fingers spread, hands are planted, sorry. So shoulders over the wrists, hips over knees. And we're going to take the left leg forward first. So if you come into a little low lunge here, right leg is as far out behind as possible. Make sure that knee is directly over the ankle. And we're going to settle in here. Just take a moment to let the hips release. It's a very complex joint. So if you find that your hip flexors are tight, this is going to be a really great one for you. So lift your heart, lift the chin as you breathe in. And you might like to take a couple of blocks here. So if you need to, lift the floor, raise the floor with the blocks. And then as you exhale, we're going to floss the joint here. We're going to take the left foot directly in front of the face here, tucking the toes towards your nose and hang out over that leg. You might need a little micro bend in the knee. Don't worry about that. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, relax the neck. And then just moving with the breath, we're going to slide it forward on your inhale. Lift the heart. Breathe it in. Nice deep stretch for the hip flexors and the hamstrings. Hang out over that left leg. Exhale. Empty the lungs. 2 more times with your breath. Lift the heart. Lift the gaze. Breathe it in. Slide the hips back in space. Tuck your nose towards your toes towards your nose. Hang out over the leg and breathe out. Slide it forward. Lift the heart. And then tuck the toes at the back. We're going to come into a pyramid pose. So if you need to, again, you can grab some blocks here. Hang out over the leg. And a little micro bend if you need it. So just breathe, relax into it, soften. And as you breathe in, we're going to drop that back knee, low lunge again, lift the heart, breathe in. Tucking the back toe as you exhale, forward fold, pyramid pose. Slide it down, inhale, lift your heart. Tucking the back toes, hips, hamstrings, release, exhale. And then just coming onto the balls of the feet, you're going to come around over to the center, hang out over the legs. You can take your hands onto your shins or the calf muscles, wherever it is that is comfortable for your body. You're going to hang out over the legs here. Take the crown of the head towards the floor and breathe. Forward fold. Halfway lift then with the breath. Take your hands into maybe a little cupped shape. We're going to come up onto the fingertips. Nice straight spine. Looking forward 4 or 5 feet in front. Stick out the glutes. Lengthen your back. This is your inhale. Long, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. You're going to slide the head towards the floor on your exhale. Breathing it up, inhaling. Up onto the fingertips, stake out the glutes, stretch the hamstrings. Slide it back to the floor. Exhale, empty the lungs. Last time, halfway lift, inhale. Breathe it back, exhale. And then just sliding on the balls of the feet, then coming round with the right leg forward this time. We're just going to repeat that on the other side. So dropping the back knee, check out your alignment, make sure your right knee is over your ankle. Lift your gaze, sink the hips, and breathe in here. Exhaling, flossing that joint, folding over the right leg. Toes towards the nose, square off the shoulders and the hips. Move with your breath, slide it forward, lift the gaze. Push it back, exhale, fold. Slide it forward, breathe it in, look up. Last time, breathe it out, forward fold. Just releasing all of that synovial fluid from the joints, so it's like a little bit of WD-40 for the joints. Lifting up as you breathe in. Tuck the back toes, pyramid pose, fold over the leg. Exhale completely, empty the lungs. Slide it back with your inhale, look it up. Folding and exhaling, releasing over the leg. Relax your neck. Last time, breathe it in, lift up the gaze. Sink the hips. And fold, exhale. Always breathing through the nose. Helping to regulate the nervous system, as nostril breathing is really helpful for soothing, relaxing, engaging the parasympathetic nervous system. Coming into center then, take your hands onto your ankles or calf muscles, take the head towards the floor, forward facing feet, and just breathe here. Release the back of the hamstrings. Hips and hamstrings being one of the key areas for releasing the fight-flight mechanism of the body. This is obviously what we want to soothe and release, engaging that rest and digest mode that we all want to be in. Obviously, we need to be in both of them at different times of the day, but just before bedtime, this is great. So take your hands to the floor, heel toe yourself a little bit closer. Again, a little squat. So take the feet wide, toes facing out. Drop the hips. Plant the hands. Settle in. Take a few deep breaths. Lift your gaze. Pressing the palms, breathing in. Filling the belly. Relaxing the shoulders. Okay, so just coming up to stand then, coming up to standing position, coming up to the top of the mat into Tadasana. So feet are forward facing. Make sure that all four corners are bearing down equally. Maybe lift the toes, let them wriggle a little so that you're not gripping at the floor, grasping endlessly, trying to hold on for dear life. So make sure they're nice and balanced. Find your center, tuck the pelvis a little, roll the shoulders back and down. And then as we breathe in, you're going to lift up the arms, reach up to the sky. Press the palms, hold the breath. Peel up the pelvic floor, zip it up. And then as you exhale, let your palms float to the sides of the body. Palms facing down on the exhale. As you breathe in, palms facing up, reach up to the sky. Lengthen your body, lengthen your breath, and let the breath trigger the movement. So every breath has a movement, every movement has a breath. Inhaling, reaching wide, spread the fingers, lift the heart, lift the chin. As you breathe out, curl through, tuck the chin, back of the hands touch. Empty the lungs, reach. Spread your fingers, lift your heart, lift your chin, breathe in. Curling it through, emptying the lungs, tuck the chin, dome through the shoulders, reach long. As you breathe in, lift the heart, spread the fingers. Last time, doming through, exhaling the breath, empty the lungs, squeeze the navel to the spine. Breathing it up to the center, lift the heart, lift the hands, lift the chin. Hold the breath at the top, zip up the pelvic floor. And then swan dive, exhale, hinge at your hips, relax over the legs, releasing the hamstrings, softening the neck. Slide it back with your inhale, palms to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Take your time, long deep breaths. Hinging, folding, releasing over the legs, exhaling. Last time, move with your breath, rise up. And then as you exhale, release, relax, swan dive over your legs. And then just hang out here, you're going to hold on to your elbows. And just let everything flop. Maybe a little yes with the head, a little no. Little circles around, let it go, be floppy. And then just roll one vertebra at a time, nice and slowly to stand. Coming back into your Tadasana. So coming up to the top of the mat. We're just going to move and breathe a little flow here through a couple of moves. So taking the left leg back, we're going to come into a high lunge. So reach it back. And then we're going to take the left leg or the left foot and slightly turn on that foot so that you've taken the inside of that foot to the floor. You're going to bend the right knee. You're going to look up, reach up, forward facing heart. And then as you exhale, fold again over that right leg. You're going to hang out over the leg. Move with your breath, rise up, inhale. Exhale, fold, swan dive over that right leg. Finding your balance, empty your breath, reach it up, inhale. Exhaling, folding, releasing, relaxing over that leg. Bring it back, inhale, rise. And then we're going to come into warrior two. So open through the heart, roll the shoulders, shoulder blades down the back, gaze over that right finger. There's right fingertips. Hold and breathe here. And then as we rise up, we're going to straighten the front leg, peaceful warrior. Slide your hand up through the sky, open the side body, and breathe in. Moving with the breath. Back to your warrior two, bending the knee. Bring it back, slide it up, inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, slide the line through the sky. And then this time, elbow to knee. As you exhale, extended side angle pose. A nice straight line, hips Down from fingers to toes, a nice straight line. So really reach. Look up to the left fingertips if your neck and balance will allow. And we're going to slide again, reach it up. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Lift your gaze, drop your hips. Bring it back, inhale. Long deep breaths. Move with your breath. Bring it back, last time. And then this time you're going to take your hand to the floor inside that right foot, reaching up with the left arm. And then swap the hand hold. Going to take the left foot, the left hand inside of that right foot and reach up with the right. And taking your hand to the floor, step back into a plank. Heels to the back of the room, squeeze your quads, dome through the shoulders. And if your hips are high here, see if you can drop them a little, lengthen through the back of the hamstrings. Knees, chest, chin, lower to the earth. Elbows into the sides of the body, pointing the toes, lifting the heart, cobra. And if this is too much for you, then just come up to here. You can do a little micro bend. Otherwise, see if you can drop the shoulders away from the ears. As you breathe in, look up, squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes. And then we'll do a little cobra flow. So as you exhale, release to the floor. As you inhale, lift the heart, lift your gaze, drop the shoulders. Exhale, relax. Breathe it up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. 2 more times with your breath. Lift up as you breathe in. Lift your gaze. Lift the chin. Relax. Soften. Exhale. Breathing it up. Inhale last time. And then relax. Exhale. Taking your hands into a little pillow. Let everything settle. Take a moment, breathe. Let the earth beneath you relax. Or let the earth support your body as you relax. Okay, so just letting your heart settle, your breath settle, letting your body melt into the mat. Feeling the ground beneath you as it supports your body. And just let all tension go in the buttocks, the legs, Lower back and the shoulders. And the jaw. Face is relaxed. Breath is relaxed. Okay, and then just taking your hands underneath your shoulders, we're going to push back into little child's pose, extending the arms out in front. You can take your toes to touch, your knees wide. Give your belly a little space to expand as you breathe in, letting your forehead come closer to the earth. Breathing into the belly, let the belly expand like a balloon. And release all that air. And full deep breaths in through the nose, belly expanding. Exhaling. Releasing and relaxing. Okay, so just tucking the toes then, we're going to come into a down dog. You're going to lift the hips high, gaze through the heels, spread your fingers, lengthen your arms, and lengthen your breath. So long arms, reach up and away out of the shoulder girdle, relaxing the neck. And maybe just take a few petals here. So open up the back of the hamstrings again. One last cycle of breath here. And then we're going to step that left foot forward. You can either rise up with the leg or just dome through the shoulders and take it step forward. Back into that high lunge again. So coming back to the start. So reaching up with the fingertips. You can come back onto the inner edge of that right foot. Forward facing shoulders. Sink the hips a little. Reach up tall. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale up. Then coming into warrior two, we're going to gaze over the front fingertips, reaching the arms in two different directions. So parallel to the earth. This is your inhale then, rising up, straightening that left leg. Peaceful warrior. Back into warrior two, bending the knee, exhaling, gazing over the front fingertips. Breathe it back, straighten the front leg, carve a line, inhale. Warrior two, exhale, flossing the joints, reaching up, breathe it in. And then exhaling, we're going to come to elbow to knee, extended side angle pose, reaching through fingers to toes, long through this whole side body. Drop the hips a little, gaze up to the fingertips if your balance will allow you. And then we're going to floss again, reaching up, carve a line, inhale here, elbow to knee, windmill the arms, reach forward, gaze forward, breathe it back. Stretch that side body, elbow to knee, reach forward, sink the hips. Back into warrior two. Sink in, focus and breathe. Coming back into high lunge, forward facing feet. Reach up tall, hanging out over the leg. We're going to slide forward, find your balance. This is your exhale. Breathing it in, bending the knee, reaching up. Inhale, rise. Fold it back down. Exhale over that left leg. Moving with your breath. Slide the hands up, palms to the sky. Reach up. Folding, hinging, and exhaling. Breathe it out. Fold forward. Soften the neck. And then coming back down to bend that left knee, you're going to take the right hand inside that left foot, reaching up with the right arm, squeeze the back quad. Or if you'd like to, you can take that knee to the floor and then swap the hand hold, take the left hand in front of that left foot, left hand in front of the left foot, reach up to the sky, hold and breathe. And then take your hands to the floor, framing the left foot, step it back into your plank, squeeze and hold everything. Dome through the shoulders, heels to the back of the room. Knees, chest, chin, lower to the earth, elbows into the sides of the body, slide to the floor. Cobra flow, point the toes, lift the heart. Slide it down, exhale. Move with your breath, lift the heart, lift the gaze, breathe it in. Let it flow, slide it down, exhale. 2 more with your breath. Breath is long, slow and deep. And then coming back to sit onto your heels. Seat to heels, extended side angle, extended child's pose. Take your toes to touch, knees to the side, fill the belly, breathe in. Let your forehead come to the floor. And maybe just take a little moment here, rolling the forehead left and right. Letting the breath settle. Letting the mind settle. And just letting go of anything unhelpful on the exhale. Revitalizing the body on the inhale. And breathing deep into the belly. And just gently press up. We're going to come into a little kneeling posture. So coming into camel pose, there's a couple of different modifications here for this one. So if you want to come, you can tuck the toes, make it a little easier, or else just point the toes. It's going to be another flossing of the joints. So we're going to open the front of the body. We're going to interlock the fingers. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. You can tuck the toes if you need to. We're going to reach. Shoulders, hands come down, shoulders rolled, heart is high. And then as you exhale, tuck the tuck the chin under. Dome through the shoulders, relax here. Exhale the breath, reaching up, inhaling, lifting the arms, lifting the heart. Breathing in. Exhale, curl through the spine, release. Chin to the chest, breathe it out. Lifting up, lifting the heart, lifting the arms as much as you can, breathing in, curling through, dome through the shoulders, relax the shoulders, exhale the breath. Lifting up, breathing in. Always going to the edge of your own movement, whatever that means for your body, never forcing or straining. Just moving slowly with the breath. Mindful, meditative movement. Letting the breath trigger the movement. Let the breath be your guide. hurling through, empty the lungs, and just rest. Sitting up tall, take your hands onto your knees. Just take a moment, eyes closed, normal breathing. Check it out, notice how you feel. You've just stretched your vagus nerve. This is one of the key parts of releasing tension in the body, sending messages of peace and calm, releasing tension, and lowering the cortisol in your body. Okay, so then coming on to your backs, we're going to relax here with a few supine stretches. So just taking the knees towards your chest, give yourselves a little hug for doing so well. Relax the shoulder blades under, snuggle them under. Let the floor be your guide for the spine. Taking a long, deep inhale. And as you exhale, let everything melt into the floor. Take a few nice circles with the knees. Each direction. We're going to take the left leg long. So long and low, take it to the floor, but squeezing that quad. We don't want to let the left leg fall asleep. We're going to take the right knee towards the chest, and maybe even let it hang out a little bit to the side so that you're going to draw it towards that right shoulder. As you breathe in, fill the belly. As you breathe out, squeeze it a little bit tighter to the chest, flexing both feet, not letting that left leg fall asleep, open through the hip. Deep, full breathing, diaphragmatic breath, always soothing the nervous system with long, slow, deep breathing, in and out through the nose. Okay, and then as you lift that leg, you're going to inhale the leg long. You can hold on to the back of the thigh. See if you can straighten it as much as possible. We're going to flex and point with that right foot. No need to rush. Take your time, releasing all of those little tendons, muscles, and bones that work so hard to keep you upright. Just taking a moment here to circle. Nice big circles with that foot, and maybe both directions. And then just holding on to wherever you can, you're going to lift the head, neck and shoulders up, holding high, breathing in. And then as you exhale, draw that leg towards your chest, let your head, neck and shoulders release to the floor. And if you find that your leg is starting to shake here, don't worry, that's exactly what happens whenever you're peeling the tension into it. So just take a moment, breathe, relax into it. And then just let that leg fall out to the side. You're going to counterbalance with the left hand out to the side. You can hold the calf muscle or even help it down lower by pressing onto the inside of the calf or the leg, holding onto the big toe if you can, or anywhere onto the foot, just holding wherever your body will allow. So not letting that left leg fall asleep. Squeeze the quad, flex that foot on the left side, grounding your body through all parts of the floor if possible. So feeling connected. Breathing into the belly one last time. Breathe it in. And then as you exhale, just bending that knee, swap the hand hold. You're going to take your hand onto the foot, ankle, or calf, and just let your body slowly release to the other side, taking the right foot over to the left, twisting the spine gently, kindly, softly, counterbalancing with that right arm And if your neck will allow, gaze in the right direction over to the right hand. Just take a moment here, breathe deep. One last cycle of breath here. And as you release, then bending the knee, take it towards the chest. Square off the shoulders. And swap the legs, then taking the left leg towards the chest, flexing both feet, letting the right leg come long, grounded onto the floor. Left knee comes out to the left side, filling the belly as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, squeeze that knee towards the chest or towards that left shoulder. Emptying the lungs. Really important to empty the lungs completely. Getting rid of all the stale carbon dioxide that's held within the little sacs within the lungs, so that you feel like you get a satisfying breath as you breathe in. So taking that left leg long, you're going to hold onto the back of the thigh, snuggle the shoulders under, square off the hips, point and flex. Taking your time, no need to rush. Full deep breaths. And then just circling that foot, making the circles as big as possible, releasing all of those little bones, tendons, and muscles, both directions. And again, we're going to let that left leg fall out to the left-hand side, holding or supporting, pressing down if you want to, taking the right hand out to the right-hand side. You can just listen to your body, make sure that you're coming to the edge of your comfort zone. You're going to squeeze the quad on the right-hand side, making sure that you're grounded through the right. So you'll find that your right-hand side will want to float to the sky. See if you can ground yourself. As many parts of your body connected to the earth as possible. Breathing into the belly. Let it fill like a balloon. And then as you come, then swap the hand hold, bending that knee. If you need to, take your hand onto your other hand onto the foot, swapping it round, taking your time. Let your spine unravel slowly. Maybe scoot your hip under if you need to readjust to get a little deeper. Counterbalancing with the left arm, gazing over to the left side. And again, deep diaphragmatic breath, filling the belly. Vagus nerve runs right down into the belly, down into the pelvis. So every time you take a nice deep breath, filling the belly like a balloon, then you're really starting to soothe the nervous system, bringing yourself back into rest and digest. Parasympathetic nervous system engaged fully, coming back into the center. Realign your hips. Coming back in to draw both knees into the chest, and we'll take a little happy baby here. So we want to connect the head, neck, and shoulders, as much of the spine as possible. You can either hold on to the back of the knees, or if you can reach, there's no need to compromise the movement. If this is perfectly fine. If you can reach, take your hands to hold just outside the little pinky toes. And bending the knees as much as you can so that your feet are just parallel with the sky. We're going to pretend that we're making a little footprint on the sky. You can take a few moments here just to rock back and forth. Getting deeper into the hips that you've worked today. Again, big, deep belly breaths. In and out through the nose. And then just taking yourself long, release to the floor in your Shavasana. Feet are wide. maybe hip distance apart. Give them a little wiggle, wiper blade the legs, let go of any tension. Take your hands, back of the hands to touch onto the floor if your shoulders are open. Otherwise, you can maybe rest your left hand onto your heart, right hand onto your belly, if that's comfortable for you. And just take a moment, be still. Allow yourself to be still. See if you can rest here. Resting as you focus gently on every inhale and every exhale. Letting the belly rise as you breathe in. Belly falls, navel to spine as you breathe out. And just letting every breath soothe and rock and soothe your mind. No need to force or strain, just letting your breath be natural, easy and rhythmic. Enjoying the ebb and the flow, giving and receiving of the breath. It's always with you, your best friend, always there, anchoring your mind. And just rest here in this peaceful moment, this peaceful, perfect moment, allowing your body and your mind to be still, feeling grounded, connected, at ease, peaceful and relaxed, gently focused on every breath. And just rest here for as long as you need.